Can you have a six-figure business with just one product? In this video, I'm going to walk through how we worked with somebody with one product to scale to multiple six figures and how you can do the same. Let's go. If you've always dreamed of launching and scaling your e-commerce business so that you can build a brand off it, be sure to hit subscribe, because in this channel, we release regular content to help you do just that with actionable tips, strategies, and that sort of thing. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Khierstyn Ross and I'm an e-commerce strategist. So I work with brands to launch and scale new products online. And over the last few years, we've helped raise millions of dollars in revenue for our clients, taking launches to the $1 million level and beyond with brand building. So I'm really excited because this video, we're hopefully going to pull back the curtain on some bad advice out there, or advice that just may not be practical for your situation. We hear a lot of gurus out there talking about that you need to source multiple products, and the way to scale is to offer multiple products to your customer. And then if you're an e-commerce brand just starting out and you're looking at some of the competing products and brands in your niche, you're like, man, they've got like 1,200 SKUs. I don't even have enough inventory for 3. I want to start with 1, but how do I do that? So in this video, I want to help you start simple. I want to kind of pull back the curtain on how all these big brands got started by focusing on a single product and helping you with a practical roadmap today that we're going to walk through step by step, how you can take one product to six figures, even multiple six figures, before you even start to look at other products that are out there. So let's start simple and go into 4 simple steps that we will use to take your single product to six figures. I think that we as e-commerce entrepreneurs are so focused on the $1 million level that we kind of forget that $1 million success starts one customer at a time. So it's not uncommon to think that to get to $1 million brand, you have to first hit the six-figure mark. And to get the six-figure mark, there are some things you have to do really well so that when you get your foundation together and working, when you amplify it and you put fuel on the fire, that is what's going to take you to $1 million and beyond, okay? But really your first hurdle that we need to focus on is getting to that first 6 figures in product revenue. So let's go. A $100,000 product brand comes down to being really good at knowing who your customer is, resonating your message, and know how your offer is different or unique to what is currently available. And it's about really going through the trenches, testing assumptions, and paying attention to what is working, what's resonating, and refine your message. And then at that point, you're able to scale up what works. But the first 100K is all about really knowing who your customer is, having the right message, and having a framework to test and start to see some early success with that. So when we apply this to an actual case study, one of my all-time favorite case studies we've worked with is Series Chill. Series Chill is a women's breast milk chiller that helps moms on the go still be able to breastfeed, keep their milk chill so they can come home to their kid after, say, a long day of work or after traveling and still have viable breast milk to use. So it's a really great way to help new moms have that busy on-the-go life but still be able to breastfeed as long as they need to. This is not a sponsored video. I just love everything that Lisa's doing, and we worked with her to take her brand to where it is today. So I'd like to talk about an actual practical brand and really a product that got started with a single product, to walk through how you can replicate Lisa's success by following the same methodology that she did. So the first step to setting yourself up for $100,000 a year is to focus on a specific group. And this is to get really clear on who your product serves. You've heard the term, the riches are in the niches. Drop a yes below. But this is about getting really clear on who your product serves. Okay, so picking a group and getting super specific. With Lisa, how she did this was she had a product that she could have advertised to moms, but moms is super specific. Lisa's product focuses on a very specific point in a mother's journey, which is the first 12 months when they're struggling to breastfeed and keep up with life. So Lisa got hyper specific on who she's focusing and made sure that all of her communication, everyone she talked to, was in that audience. So she got super, super hyper focused by being in a niche that has a huge, huge problem. Okay. So number one, pick a niche and get really specific on who you're talking to and get really clear on who you're talking to. Number two, focus on defining the solution and solve it better than anyone else. Lisa at the time was working in a law firm full-time. She's now a partner at that law firm. Kudos to you, girl power. But she had 2 young kids and struggling with a commute and more than full-time hours and a startup and 2 young kids under 5. When she was breastfeeding, really felt the pain that a lot of moms go through. She felt the angst of she just wants to be able to breastfeed her kids, but current solutions did not make it easy to do it. So Lisa decided to take it upon herself. She never wanted to be a business owner, but she decided to take it upon herself to solve one of her biggest pain points, and then she helped pass on this opportunity to other moms. So Lisa's product helped transform what was available for on-the-go breastfeeding moms in a space that was, frankly, a little out of date. So when Lisa focused on defining the solution, she was able to say, step number one, we serve moms that are breastfeeding, okay? Step number two is, what does your product help them solve in their life? So when you can apply Lisa's findings and who she serves in terms of she serves on-the-go moms that struggle to breastfeed because there are no available solutions, she created a product that helped make it easier for on-the-go moms to still breastfeed. So number two, define the problem that your product is solving, and your product then becomes the solution to that big pain point in their life. Okay, so define your problem, define your product in terms of the problem it solves in somebody's life. This is solution-based thinking. That takes me to point number three. Point number three, consistency. So Lisa had a very defined customer target. She had a very specific solution that made it clear to anyone who was talking to her what she did, what her products were about. Number three is consistently get in front of the audience you're targeting. So this comes down to having a consistent marketing efforts that specifically focus on getting in front of your target audience. So whether that comes down to getting on podcasts for mompreneurs, whether that's getting on podcasts for moms that breastfeed, whether it's mom talks, whatever that is, Lisa was able to get on these podcasts and build awareness for the endemic that is breastfeeding and how current solutions did not solve the problem, and how her product was able to alleviate that and really disrupt an industry that was badly in need of disruption. So she was able to get onto podcasts in front of her target audience. You can do influencer marketing. You can show up on social media to educate and inform your target customer through selective targeting, through hashtags. You need to consistently get out there and talk to your target audience, and a bonus if you can focus on leveraging other people's audiences to build your own. One of the greatest ways to build traction early on without having to spend a lot of money is to offer value and guest post on somebody's blog, or get on a podcast, or partner up with an influencer in your space. Which brings me to point number four. Point number four is going to be the secret to scaling past 100K. And it comes down to habits that need to be built from the very first customer sale that you get. It comes down to constantly talking to your customer, finding out what they love and don't love about your product, so you can create a better product, so that you can figure out what else they need. You can figure out what other products in the future you can start to bring to market that complement and make the hero product, or that original product that you launched your whole brand with, make it even better. So once we can do product line extensions, once you've hit that 6-figure, 100K a year, 250, 400K, and you could start to bring in other accessories that complement the hero product and help create the solution even better for the customer through other complementary products just like that. So through these 4 methods, we have define your customer, get really clear on who you're talking to. We have problem or solutions-based thinking. So define your product in terms of how it solves a big problem in somebody's life. Number 3 is consistency. Consistently show up in front of your target audience by leveraging somebody else's audience, or building your social media presence and really talking about educating your customer. Number 4 is set yourself up for success by building a really great relationship with your customers in terms of designing awesome products that they love, having a great customer service experience, and asking for referrals. asking to help build word of mouth is something that small businesses heavily rely on. You need that to really get that fire going, okay? And build something sustainable long term. In summary, getting to $100,000 is all about serving a specific customer, solutions-based thinking, consistency in your marketing, be everywhere, and consistently deliver a great product. In terms of how to get to that next level, that's where you can put fuel on the fire by adding paid advertising to this, okay? I do not recommend getting in paid advertising too early until you've got your proof of concept in terms of you have validated who your target customer is, you validated your message, and you're starting to grow, and you're able to then put some fuel on that fire by getting more eyeballs on your brand. I'm gonna leave you with this final tip where products that solve a big problem in somebody's life or even on the planet are way more valuable than commoditized products. So even though it may be restructuring and refocusing how you present your product to be solutions-based sale, that's gonna hit a lot closer to home for people. And if you have a product you're passionate about and you are working to build something that is bigger than yourself, then be sure to check out some of our free resources below to help you launch and scale your e-commerce brand. Apart from that, thank you for subscribing. Oh, you haven't subscribed yet? Hit that subscribe button. We drop videos like this every single week to help you really get your product out there and make a difference in this world. So apart from that, I look forward to seeing you soon, and be sure to check out the next video. Bye.